As a data analyst, you'll often have to identify trends from raw data supported by empirical evidence. This sounds like a complicated task, but you can make it easier by using statistical functions. In this video, you'll explore the most common statistical functions used in measures and explore examples of each one. AdventureWorks needs to identify trends in its business from raw data. The company can use several basic statistical functions to generate these insights. Exploring AdventureWorks' use of these functions is a great way to understand how they work. But first, let's begin by understanding what data analysts mean by statistical functions. Statistical functions calculate values related to statistical distributions and probability. They also allow you to perform calculations and comparisons that reveal meaningful information about the data. When it comes to quantitative data analysis, statistical functions are the lifeblood of the process. These functions enable in-depth analysis by providing insights into your data trends, patterns, and relationships. Some common statistical functions you'll make use of include average, median, and count. There's also distinct count, min, which calculates the minimum, and max, which calculates the maximum. Let's start with the average function. Also known as the mean, this function sums up all the numbers in a dataset and divides the result by the total count of numbers. This function is frequently used to identify a central tendency in a dataset. It is beneficial when you need to find the middle ground or commonality within data. For example, AdventureWorks can use the average function to identify its average sales amount. The company can create a calculation to generate this data using the average function. Sales is the name of the table that contains the sales data, and sales amount is the column that contains the numbers for which it wants the average. The next statistical function is the median function. This function calculates the middle value in a set of numbers. It sorts the numbers in ascending order and then selects the middle number. The median is the average of the two middle numbers for datasets with an even number of observations. Unlike the average, the median is less affected by outliers and extreme values. This makes it useful for datasets with skewed distributions. For example, AdventureWorks needs to compute average response times for its customer service team. With this data, the company can measure the team's performance and identify areas of improvement. The dataset contains the support table with the response time. AdventureWorks can apply the median function to compute the median value. Support is the table name. Response time is the column containing the numbers for which the company requires the median, which is response time in this case. Only numeric data types are supported in this function. Dates, logical values, and text columns are not supported. Next, let's explore the count function. This function counts the number of rows in a column or a table. It is often used to measure the size of a dataset. You can use it to count all rows or only rows that meet specific criteria. The only argument in the function is column. When the function finds no rows to count, it returns a blank. For example, AdventureWorks needs a report containing sales of product categories. To generate this report, it needs to analyze the count of sales for each product category. It can use the count formula to calculate this. Category is the column name that contains values to be counted. Next, let's look at the distinct count function. This function counts the number of distinct values in a dataset. This function is helpful when you need to understand the count of unique values or categories. The only argument allowed for this function is a column. You can use columns containing any type of data. When the function finds no rows to count, it returns a blank. Otherwise, it returns the count of distinct values. AdventureWorks needs to analyze the number of unique daily visitors to its website. This data is stored in a website table containing a visitor ID column. AdventureWorks can use distinct count to compute the number of unique visitors. Website is the table name for reference. Visitor ID is the column name that contains the values to be counted. Lastly, let's examine the min and max functions. The min function is used to identify the smallest value in a column or between two scalar expressions. The max function is used to identify the largest value in a column or the larger value between two scalar expressions. Both min and max functions can provide an overview of the range of your data. AdventureWorks can use these functions to analyze its store inventory. The min and max functions identify the minimum and maximum product quantity from the inventory table, using the quantity column. Inventory is the name of the table. Quantity is the name of the column that contains the values to be evaluated. You should now be familiar with the most common statistical functions used in measures and be able to make use of them. Mastering these functions will undoubtedly elevate your data analysis skills.